Most people lose in life because they act blindly, reacting, hoping, trusting. In this video, you will discover how to stop playing the game like a pawn and rise to the level of a strategist who sees every move before it happens. If you feel outmaneuvered, underestimated, or easily manipulated, this will change everything. In every era, in every kingdom, in every empire that ever rose to greatness, there existed one truth that separated the conqueror from the conquered, the ruler from the ruled, the strategist from the slave of circumstance. That truth is this: emotions cloud judgment, but cold strategic thinking turns the world into a map of opportunities. Most people walk through life guided by impulses they do not understand, reacting to situations they do not control, and surrendering to feelings they cannot master. They believe their emotions make them human, but in truth, their emotions make them vulnerable. A man governed by his heart is a man waiting to be outmaneuvered. A man governed by strategy is a man preparing to win. Observe the failures around you. Every downfall, every broken alliance, every betrayal, every lost opportunity begins the same way, with a moment where emotion overpowered logic. Anger has started more wars than reason ever has. Pride has destroyed more leaders than enemies ever could. Fear has crippled more ambition than any obstacle in the world. And hope is the most dangerous of all emotions, for it convinces the weak that wishing is a strategy. It blinds them to the truth that only calculation, clarity, and deliberate action determine outcomes. You cannot rule your life if you cannot rule your emotions. This is the foundation of cold strategic thinking. The strategic mind looks at events not as personal attacks, but as pieces on a chessboard. When others panic, the strategist observes. When others react, the strategist calculates. When others make choices fueled by temporary feelings, the strategist decides based on long-term advantage. This is why the world often misunderstands the strong, calling them ruthless, unfeeling, or even cruel, not because they lack emotion, but because they refuse to let emotions interfere with decisions that require precision. A general cannot win a battle if his pride dictates his choices. A king cannot protect his kingdom if his heart softens when strength is needed. And you cannot dominate your life if you allow temporary emotions to sabotage permanent goals. Cold thinking does not mean cold living. It means clarity. It means seeing situations as they truly are, not as you wish they were. It means predicting the consequences of every move before the move is made. It means recognizing that every emotion, whether anger, jealousy, desire, or fear, can be used against you by someone who understands human nature better than you do. A strategist understands this danger and therefore refuses to hand over such power. The mind must lead and the heart must follow, never the reverse. To become a ruthless strategic thinker, you must practice the art of internal silence. When someone provokes you, do not react, evaluate. When a situation feels urgent, pause, consider. When you feel disrespected, do not lash out, plan. Reaction is the weapon of the ordinary. Restraint is the weapon of the powerful. The one who can remain calm when others lose control gains an immediate advantage. He sees the battlefield clearly while others are blind. He notices opportunities that others miss. He makes decisions that echo far beyond the moment. His mind cuts through chaos like a blade through silk. Cold thinking is not natural, it is trained. You must unlearn years of emotional conditioning. You must detach yourself from the need to prove anything, impress anyone, or respond to everything. The strategist's greatest strength is selective engagement. He chooses when to speak, when to remain silent, when to act, and when to wait. He is not hurried by pressure nor manipulated by sentiment. He moves with intention, always aware of both the immediate effect and the long-term consequence. This is how power is built, and this is how power is maintained. Cold strategic thinking transforms you into someone who does not merely participate in the game of life, but someone who directs it. Others may have talent, emotion, passion, or charisma, but without strategy, they remain vulnerable to the calculated mind. The one who observes more than he reacts, who thinks deeper than he speaks, who decides slower but strikes faster than his rivals, becomes the invisible force shaping the world around him. If you wish to become a true strategist, you must understand one reality more essential than any weapon, any tool, or any tactic. Human nature does not change. Empires shift, technologies evolve, kingdoms rise and fall, but the desires and fears of human beings remain exactly as they were centuries ago. A man in the modern world is no different from a man in ancient Rome. He wants to be admired. He wants to be respected. He wants to feel important. He wants to avoid pain, and he wants to escape fear. Once you understand these forces, once you see what drives a person at their core, you no longer deal with individuals, you deal with predictable patterns. And the one who can predict people holds the highest form of power. Most people think they are rational, but they are not. They believe they make decisions based on logic, but they don't. They act based on impulses, wounds, insecurities, desires, and hidden fears they themselves barely understand. They are guided by ego, by the craving for validation, by the dread of rejection, by the need to feel superior, or by the terror of losing control. A strategist does not condemn these weaknesses. He uses them. He observes the tremble in their voice, the shift in their tone, the hunger behind their compliments, the hesitation in their refusals, the pride hidden in their anger. Every emotion they reveal is a doorway into their mind, and once you enter, you understand exactly how they will act next. To master human nature, you must first become a silent observer. People reveal themselves endlessly when they believe no one is truly watching. Notice what they boast about, for this is what they feel insecure about. Notice what they criticize in others, for this is what they secretly fear in themselves. Notice whom they envy, for this is the life they desire. Notice what offends them, for this is where their ego lives. And notice what they avoid, for this is the shadow they cannot confront. These signals are not random, they are instructions. They tell you precisely how to deal with each person, how to position yourself, and how to shape the outcome in your favor. The strategist knows that desire is the strongest chain in human psychology. People will do anything for the things they crave: status, recognition, affection, power, safety, wealth, belonging. If you understand what someone desires, you can guide them without force. You can lead without asking. You can influence without commanding. Present them with the illusion that their desires align with your intentions, and they will move in the direction you choose without realizing it was never their decision to begin with. This is not manipulation, this is mastery of human behavior. Fear, however, is an even deeper force. While desire motivates, fear controls. Fear makes people predictable, it makes them obedient, it makes them reveal their true selves. A person's fears expose their boundaries, their weak points, their blind spots. Some fear failure, so they overcompensate with arrogance. Some fear abandonment, so they cling desperately to attention. Some fear irrelevance, so they compete unnecessarily. Some fear conflict, so they submit too quickly. When you learn to recognize these fears, you gain the ability to anticipate reactions before they occur. And anticipation is the essence of strategy. Mastering human nature also requires mastering your own. You must understand your motives as clearly as you understand theirs. You must identify your desires before they are used against you. You must confront your fears before they become chains. You must eliminate the illusions that cloud your judgment. The one who cannot analyze himself cannot analyze anyone else. The strategist studies people not from superiority, but from clarity. He sees the truth that others hide, not because he is cruel, but because he is perceptive. Human nature is the foundation upon which every relationship, every alliance, every betrayal, and every victory is built. Those who ignore it are blindsided by the actions of others. Those who understand it see the hidden architecture behind every interaction. When you grasp what drives a person, you can predict their choices, shape their behavior, and influence outcomes long before others even recognize the game being played. Power is rarely taken by force. It is accumulated quietly, step by step, move by move, while the world watches without understanding what is happening. The greatest mistake the weak make is announcing their intentions before they have the means to achieve them. They speak of their goals, their plans, their ambitions, hoping others will admire them. But every word they reveal becomes a weapon handed directly to their rivals. A true strategist understands that a plan spoken aloud becomes a plan exposed, and a plan exposed becomes a plan vulnerable. So he keeps his strategy hidden beneath silence, revealing only what he chooses, when he chooses, and to whom he chooses. The world rewards mystery far more than transparency. When people know nothing about your next move, they cannot prepare for it. They cannot block it. They cannot sabotage it. Uncertainty is your shield, and surprise is your blade. A strategist moves like a shadow present, but impossible to grasp. He acts deliberately, but speaks sparingly. Every word he utters is calculated, every silence intentional. He knows that silence forces others to reveal themselves. People fear the unknown more than the known. When they cannot read your motives, they project their own insecurities onto you. They assume you know more than you do. They suspect you are planning more than you are. They overthink, overreact, and overexpose themselves trying to uncover what does not need to be uncovered. Your silence becomes the mirror reflecting their weakness. Revealing your strategy is often disguised as a desire for validation. When someone lacks confidence in their plan, they seek approval. They want reassurance. But a strategist seeks no approval because he knows that those who need validation lose control the moment they ask for it. Once others know what you intend to do, they can influence it, alter it, or undermine it. They can plant doubt in your mind or obstacles in your path. They can mimic your moves or accelerate theirs. Worst of all, they can anticipate your victories and position themselves to take credit for them. This is why the wise do in silence what the foolish discuss loudly. A strategist reveals only his results, never the path that led to them. People are dazzled by outcomes, not processes. They admire success, but rarely understand the work behind it. When you show your results without explaining your methods, you maintain control of the narrative. You become unpredictable, intriguing, and untouchable. Others may attempt to replicate your success, but without the blueprint, their efforts crumble. They imitate the surface while you protect the substance. You grow stronger while they drown in assumptions. Keeping your strategy hidden also forces you to refine it without interference. You make adjustments based on logic, not opinions. You change direction based on truth, not pressure. You evolve without notifying anyone. You become adaptable, elusive, flexible qualities that give you immense leverage in any environment. When others expect you to move left, you move right. When they think you are retreating, you are advancing. When they assume you have stopped, you strike. Predictability is a weakness. Unpredictability is a form of power. There will always be people who demand to know your intentions, friends, rivals, colleagues, even family. They will ask out of curiosity, concern, or control. A strategist gives them just enough to satisfy their curiosity, never enough to reveal the entire truth. A hint, a half answer, a vague direction, these keep people comfortable while keeping you protected. The less others know, the more they speculate. And the more they speculate, the more they lose clarity. Meanwhile, You move forward with absolute focus, untouched by the opinions that cloud everyone else's vision. The final measure of a strategist is this: he does not seek recognition while he is building. He seeks results. He does not crave applause. He commands respect. He does not chase approval. He creates outcomes. When the work is done, when the plan is complete, when the victory is secured, only then does the world see what he has created, and by then, it is too late for anyone to stop it. Power is never handed to you. It is constructed, brick by brick, through influence, leverage, and the silent art of making others rely on you. Most people chase authority by demanding it, begging for it, or trying to prove they deserve it. But the strategist knows a deeper truth. Real power emerges not from titles, not from threats, not from force, but from dependence. Influence is created the moment someone realizes they need you, and control is secured the moment they fear losing what you provide. When people depend on you for information, opportunity, approval, stability, or solutions, they become tied to you by invisible threads that they themselves do not recognize. To build influence, you must first understand what people lack. Every individual you encounter is missing something: confidence, direction, validation, resources, knowledge, guidance, or security. Identify that gap, and you discover the path into their world. You fill the void gently, subtly, consistently. You become the one who understands when others ignore, the one who solves problems when others complicate them, the one who remains steady when others crumble. People do not follow strength alone. They follow certainty. And when you become the person who offers certainty, you become the person who holds power. Influence grows when you position yourself as the answer, not the competitor. A strategist never competes unnecessarily. He does not try to outshine allies or dominate conversations or parade his intelligence. Instead, he makes others feel seen, guided, and supported. He presents himself as useful, indispensable. And when a person associates their progress with your presence, you no longer need to demand loyalty. It forms naturally. They will protect you, defend you, and trust you because harming you would harm them. This is the most stable form of power. Power rooted in mutual benefit, but tilted quietly in your favor. Control is not about force, it is about direction. Those who try to rule through intimidation eventually face rebellion. Those who rule through dependence rarely face resistance. When you build influence correctly, people follow you willingly. They believe your guidance is their choice. They think your goals are their goals. They adopt your ideas without realizing where those ideas originated. This is the mastery of subtle persuasion, leading people by aligning your intentions with their desires. They move in the direction you choose, convinced they chose it themselves. To maintain influence, you must remain scarce in ways that matter and abundant in ways that bind people to you. Offer help, but not so freely that it loses value. Offer guidance, but not so often that it is taken for granted. Offer access, but only to those who prove themselves loyal. A strategist understands that power decays when given without measure. Influence requires boundaries. Control requires balance. You must be accessible but not familiar, generous but not soft, supportive but never submissive. When people can predict you completely, they stop respecting you. When they can never access you, they stop relying on you. You must remain within reach, but just above grasp, close enough to help, distant enough to admire. Another foundation of influence is your reputation. Not the reputation people assume you have, but the one you craft through consistent actions. People follow those they believe are capable. They align with those they view as stable. They respect those who demonstrate control. Every interaction, every silence, every decision shapes your perceived strength. The strategist understands that reputation is a form of currency. It can open doors without force, Disarm rivals without conflict and attract allies without effort. Guard it, build it, and refine it, for influence flows naturally toward those who appear unshakable. And remember this: influence is not loud, it is quiet. It is not displayed, it is felt. You do not announce your power, you demonstrate it through calm decisions, strategic patience, and unwavering direction. You do not demand respect, you evoke it. You do not command loyalty, you earn it by becoming the person people turn to when the world grows uncertain. When you construct your influence with intention, when you align your strength with the needs of others, you become the silent force shaping outcomes, the unseen architect guiding choices, and the center of gravity around which others revolve. You have now walked through the 4 pillars that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary, the reactive from the calculating, the powerless from the strategically powerful. You have learned the discipline of cold thinking, where emotion bends to reason and clarity sharpens every decision. You have stepped into the hidden architecture of human nature, seeing people not as mysteries, but as predictable patterns driven by desire and fear. You have discovered the strength of silence, the unmatched advantage of revealing only your results while your strategies grow in the dark. And you have understood the quiet construction of influence, where power is not seized but built, not demanded but earned, not forced but woven through dependence, certainty, and reputation. Carry these principles with you, and you will no longer move like the masses who drift through life blind, emotional, and unprepared. You will move like a strategist, intentional, perceptive, unshakable. The world becomes a game board, and every interaction becomes a calculated move. You stop reacting to circumstances and begin shaping them. You stop seeking approval and start commanding respect. You stop being one of many and begin rising above all. This is the transformation that turns a person into a ruthless, strategic genius. Not cruelty, not coldness for its own sake, but the unwavering commitment to think deeper, see clearer, act bolder, and rise higher than those around you. The power you are building is not the power of force, it is the power of understanding, anticipation, and mastery. And once you wield it, you do not merely participate in the world, you influence it,